Okay, today I'm going to show you how to clean a wood pellet stove. I have a wood pellet stove here, which is somewhat similar to a washing machine. You put the pellets in here, and they burn through and makes ash inside the pot. And I'm going to show you how to clean it out. It's pretty easy, but you just got to pay a little attention to detail. So, looking at what we use to clean over here, we have a little tube that we use to get into the crevices with the big vacuum cleaner, and I can get into small spots. And we have a brush that I'm going to brush out the inside. And then we have a wood, I think it's called a multi-tool, and we're going to use that to scrape out the pot. And we have this to take out the sockets to remove the pot, and then a light just to help. And then the last thing you really need is just some Windex, some window cleaner, and paper towels, because you want to clean the inside of the window. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just get started on it. A few things that I'm going to detail out where I'm going to work is you want to clean this stuff off of here first so you don't kind of make a big mess. And the second thing is, let's look inside here pretty close, is there's a couple of vents here that we're going to take out. And these vents are really just supposed to be in for operation, and you take them out for cleaning. You take them out so that you can clean inside these holes. And then we're going to use the brush and brush the inside of the cavity out and get all the ash out. So at the end it'll be nice and clean. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. It's going to be noisy, so I'll just go ahead and do it, and you can watch. So we're removing the fire pot, and we'll clean that later. And start from the top down. Use the vacuum to keep the dust out of the room. I'm going to dust off the shelf. Okay, so now the inside's fairly clean. I'm going to remove the pot. This is a pretty thorough cleaning. You don't need to get this every time, but it's always handy. I usually do it. The nice thing is, if you get it nice and clean, the stove will run 4 or 5 days, and all you need to do is put pellets in it. And don't worry if it goes out, because it's safe. It'll just kind of suffocate itself, and it's totally safe. So I removed the firebox and the holder for it. So let's look inside here. Here's where the air comes into the firebox, and this is the igniter. The igniter is automatic, so that when you put pellets in, it will automatically start. And the air goes out over here in the top sides, and then it gets debris down here. So a couple of places you want to clean well with my little tool here is you want to get inside these cavities, and then also inside this is a outlet where the exhaust fan goes, and I'm going to try to use this to get back inside the exhaust as far as you can. And I've had this stove 10 years and I've never had to really take it apart way inside and clean anything. This just seems to do well. So now I've cleaned the top, the sides, and I got some stuff in the bottom, and I'm going to clean inside the cavities and get the rest of it out. Inside the exhaust. Get under here as best we can, because this little area will keep the window from getting dirty if it's got a vent through here. Okay, I just mentioned, I don't know if you heard it, but you want to try to get this little thing cleaned out, because this lets air get under here and it keeps the window from getting dirty. So now let's take a look inside and see how clean it is. It's pretty good shape. The last thing we really want to do, well, we got a couple of things yet, but we just want to clean the window and then let the window get good and dry before you close it up and turn it on, or it'll just crud up immediately. But you don't need to do all this, but it makes a really pretty fire when you light it up if you got a nice clean window. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do, and I'm not going to show this on the video, but the actual firebox gets crud inside of it, gets some buildup here. You want to use this tool. This is pretty important to scrape all the crud out of the firebox as best you can. You can see there's a little buildup in there. This stove has not run very long, so it wasn't very dirty. But I'm going to use this tool and I'm going to go outside and scrape this out really well. And then I'm going to put it back together and we'll get it started. Done.